Okay, guys. So today, these are recorded videos. Let's move them. Today, we are going to be talking about fast track trading. So a lot of us probably are already trading with fast track trading, or we are waiting on the sidelines to see that they integrate certain systems within that community before we can be able to join in. However, this is daily trades. We trade here 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. We trade here 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock every morning. So this is daily trades. If this is your first time over here, go ahead, subscribe. And if you are looking into buying accounts, or if this video is going to convince you, go ahead in the description below, subscribe, and also use my link. That helps the channel. Now, let's get right back to the actual reason why we are here, especially the fact that you click on this video, right? So, as we all may know, fast track trading only been around for what, few months, and they are blowing like crazy, bro. I'm talking about crazy, like they're having a lot of systemic issues or service issue or server issue because the server can't handle the amount of people that are coming to them, right? So, but the main thing here is that they offer instant funding. Now, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but if you really do the math, a lot of time when we buy our evaluation accounts, we have to have 1 or 2 or 3 resets, and you know those resets are costly, at least $80 or $100, right? Or $50. Some other guys do, but they are very good, and it's one-time fee payment. It's no monthly charge. It's no extra charge. No nothing on the side, but just one-time fee payment. Let's go through that website and see some of the things that kind of make sense to us, and let's talk about it. First thing first, you see here, right? They probably modeled that name, fast track trading. They are fast. You don't have to go through no evaluation phase. Definitely none of that stuff. You don't have, it's like once you pay for your account, you get your account, you are instant, right? I'm trading with them at the moment. I have 150K account with them, and I'm this close to getting a payout, because as I'll show you this later on in the video, where you know what my progress is with them. Today is 9/15/24, and I only need to trade 2 more days so that I can get and then get a certain amount of money made in 2 days so I can get my payout with them. But I'll show that later on in the video, and I'll tell you exactly how my progress have been over the last 2 weeks with them. So I'm gonna get on a shot. Like a lot of people, when things are new, they want to stand on the side and be like, oh, I'm not sure what is going on. But that's okay, because hey, it's good sometimes to use other people as scapegoat, right? So who cares? But the point here is, number one, we see, like I said, they have instant funding. Instant funding. So that means, like I said before, right? Once you purchase an account, you don't have to go prove yourself to them that, hey, I'm actually a trader. You do that within the funded account. Whatever money you make there is quote unquote real money, but it's sim funded. So until you can actually prove yourself further to them within 6 months, sometimes they have like exceptions and stuff based on your trading and stuff like that. But if you can prove yourself to them within 6 months, they will actually take you live, and that's my goal eventually, to get it either to trade with them live or to trade for myself live once I make enough money. But number one on there is instant funding. Now the accounts are a little bit costly than the other guys, than the rest of the other platforms, but we're gonna get that in a little bit, right? So no evaluation, yeah, of course, that's instant funding. But what we just talked about also was no monthly fees. So if they tell you, hey, once you pay one time, that's about it. You're not going to pay no other extra fee or no that stuff, right? You are just going to do one-time payment, and then that's about it. And whatever account you choose, they have 4 different accounts type. They have the Raleigh account, the Daytona, they have the GT account, and a Lehman's account. I call it Lehman. Is that the right pronunciation? I think so. I don't know. I don't care, but it's something. It's 300K account is Lehman's, and those are the 4 different types of accounts they have. And that support, of course, right? Moving on, support is 24/7 to say that's true. That's a fact. I'm in a Discord. That support is actually really more popping in that Discord, right? It's more and more popping on there. You can wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and ask questions on there in a Discord, and somebody's always going to be willing to help you. And if it can't help you, the person is going to tell you to send a ticket of support, which is you can send in, and then somebody will, like in the Discord, right? I'm going to be honest with you. In the Discord, if you are going to listen, like if you're going to read a lot of stuff in the Discord, like there are times that I see people going back and forth in the Discord and it discourages me, right? It discourages me in a way where it's like, it's like people having all these issues, right? Like before I bought my account, people are like, oh, it's taking me like since 8 days now I bought my account. I haven't received my account yet. And I was a little bit skeptical before buying my. I was like, damn, I'm gonna wait for like 8 or 9 days or 7 days or 3 days or 4 days, because they don't use credit card or they don't use any form of instant payment. You have to go wire your money to them. So I was a little bit skeptical. But when I went to the bank, they said the fastest way to do it is to go to the bank, make sure you include your order number in a when you wiring the money, so that way they have an automated system that just tracks that and sends your account to you automatically. So I did that, and within 12 hours, I literally had my account. So if I was going to listen to the other guys who been on the fence because they probably didn't do something right, that's why that account was delaying, and the support from Fast Track Trading how to do it manually, but they don't explain all that part. All they just say is that my account's not getting to me on time or whatever. But it's pretty good. That support is pretty good. You can get there anytime and still be able to make money with them and connect with people on there, right? So moving on, they talk about transparency, right? They are very. I'm telling you, I'm in a Discord. The CEO gives real time announcement on things that are happening. Like, let's say if they have the issue going on where they have Rhythmic system. It's a third party system, right? That they are using, server they're using. It's giving problem, but at the moment the CEO is on top of that, right? He's updating people real time and telling them, hey, this is what's happening. I just spoke with Rhythmic CEO, not CEO, but representative. They got back to me. This the email. He's posting it on there, and people, because it's a startup company, right? And if you have a startup company like that, and people already are kind of skeptical, or other people who already been there don't like the idea that you're gonna change the industry or the game, they might have instill some type of fear in people. So he's on top of that. He's constantly letting people know. And also he just today, I probably might show that later on, maybe, but said that they're gonna renew everybody's account that got blown, or that whatever happened to them, that they lost some type of money because of the issue, right? It's a third party, but they are taking up the cost because they want people to believe in them, that they are here to stay. I think the CEO, his actual purpose or goal for Fast Track Trading is really to be able to scout out real good traders and probably open a hedge fund or something. I think that's probably, I've heard him say that a few times, but who knows? I don't care about hedge fund. I don't care about whatever. All I care about is, and yeah, kind of talking about transparency too, right? They pay any prop from, I don't care, right? Another thing, in the Discord, the way the CEO talks is very unconventional, right? Like he's like a no nonsense guy, and a lot of people probably are used to like being babied by a business because the customer is always right. He doesn't really do that shit, but he's straightforward. He's transparent. That's about it. That's all. That's really it. Once I'm getting payout, once I request my payout, I get my payout. I work for my money, I get my payout. I don't care what the CEO say. If I don't like it, I'm moving to the next firm, or the money I got, I'm going to put in my own brokerage account and just trade it live, right? I think this is a great opportunity because a lot of time I've had so many accounts where I struggle to pass the evaluation phase, and then I go to the evaluation phase. Pass the evaluation phase, I go to the funding account. I'm so anxious because my mind is so wired now because I fill so many accounts, evaluation account. My mind is so wired now to just think that another account I have is going to be just an evaluation account. I can blow and reset, and it's hard. But this one, once I got my account, I mean, the first day it felt really great. The second day it went bad, but the rest of the other time, I was like, you know what? I have 10 days. If I can make $2 million in my account today, I'm not going to withdraw that money. No matter how good I am, according to the rules, I'm not going to withdraw the money today. So there is no need to rush. The money I'm making here, I'm not passing an account, but I am making money so that I can be able to withdraw this money. This is so I make myself think that it's actual real money, which of course, semi real money kind of. But looking at that, it kind of helped me. It helps me relax. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna go in too deep. I'm not gonna add too many contracts. I'm gonna take my time. If I lose money today, I can come back tomorrow and double up, or lose money the next day and come back the next day and double up, right? So I feel like that's how it is, and that kind of gave me an ease of, I mean, if you will, basically just give me an ease and a laid back type of trading style. So moving on, they are looking for an experienced trader, basically, right? So now this is where actually a lot of the action happened. I would strongly recommend that if you are a new trader, you should start with this rally account here. This rally account, the drawdown on that, I think it's about $1,200. Is it? I have to double check. Excuse me. I think it's about $1,225 or something. But when you get this account as a new day trader, please do not trade mini. Instead, trade micro. If you're trading micro, go 1 or 2 contracts, 3 contracts if you feel more comfortable. Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. It's going to be 10 days. And another thing, right, with they have consistency rule. If you see on here, they have end of day, which means if you make $500 today and by the end of the day you got emotional and got in a trade and lost that 500 and then went back to 25K, in the eyes, at the end of the day, in the eyes of fast track trading, you didn't make any money that day, right? Unlike Apex, for example, they have the intraday rule until you get a threshold, where if you made 500 and the lawyer went against you, in their eyes, you lost 500. So it's the intraday rule. So they have intraday, and then it's minimum trading day 5 days. You can do that and get a payout. But usually, I will tell you that messes with your emotions. You should be careful, but shoot for the 10 days where you can get your full payout. We'll also talk about payout here in a little bit, right? And then the market data is free. Of course, you can have up to 20 accounts. If you have up to 20 rally accounts, you take your time, you trade micro. Even let's say it take you 20 days, right, to trade and get up to micro. You get your micro and get up to the threshold, right? 20 accounts, that's a decent amount of money. You do your math, that's $1,500 max per payout window, and that's every 10 days or bi-weekly. That's going to be 30 grand a month that you'll be making. And if you can do that twice a month, that's 60 grand. There's no need to rush. I have to tell myself this all the time. I have to read my note, I have to read my journal, I have to tell myself this. No need to rush. No need to rush. No need to rush. Take it easy. You got 10 days. You even make $100,000 today. You cannot withdraw that money. You just put yourself in a bigger hole, because if you make $100,000 today, that means you have to make 500K. If you make 20 grand today, according to the 20% consistency rule, you have to make 100K. So why would you want to make 20 grand today when you can just make $1,000 or $500 and then try to make 5 grand overall, or try to make $2,500 overall? Right? It's not like if you make 500 grand or 100 grand, it's gonna make any too much of a difference in your life. It will just put more pressure on you and probably leads you to blowing your account. So, and guys, with that being said, we are going to move to these two, right? We're gonna skip the Daytona. These two right now. What happened to my lighting? Is it? 1 second, guys. This is unedited, so there we go. So now, at the moment, right? Fast track trading. It's also doing a 30% sale, 30% sale discount, and the link is in the description below. If you want to purchase any of these accounts, go ahead, use my link, and that will help the channel a lot, right? And moving forward, like I stated earlier, we are going to be bringing a lot of great content on here, talking about prop firms, talking about our own experiences, talking about our plans, what we're going to do, how we're going to leverage these prop firms to make money and be able to live the kind of lifestyle we want to live, right? So now I have a certain kind of math on these two, right? And the thing about fast track trading, right? They allow you up to 40 accounts per household. That means you can have 20 accounts personal, and a family member of yours can have 20 accounts personal, or you can have 20 accounts personal and have 20 accounts business, right? So let's do the math quick. Here at 20% or 30% off, you'll be saving the price for this 150k account is $420. So if you do that's 4,200, roughly about $8,400 on this account. And monthly, the max you can withdraw, not monthly but bi-weekly, the max you can withdraw, that's if you reach the threshold or you reach that consistency rule, it will be about 60 grand every 2 weeks or every 10 days, every 10 trading days, which I say 2 weeks. 60 grand, so a month you're going to be what, 120 grand. But if you also double that, if you look at this, right, the Lehman's, that's why I was talking about the math, right? If you pay extra, right, if you look at the pricing, you pay extra 8 grand, 8,400, whatever it is, 8,400, so $1,600 or $16,000 on your Lehman's account. Let's say it's your business account or your spouse account or somebody in your household accounts, and you pay that extra $8,000. This Lehman account is going to give you a leverage or an extra income of 40 grand a month, because the max withdrawal on this Lehman account is $4,000 per account times 20. That's 80 grand per bi-weekly times 2, 160 grand. So $150,000 account gave you 120 grand a month, and the Lehman account gave you $4,000 per account times 20. That's 160 grand a month. So you'll be making, even though you'll be spending extra or you'll be spending double, but you'll be having kind of like an extra income on the side, where it's at 40 grand a month, which is not bad at all. And this is my plan. This is something I've planned that once I get a payout from my 1GT account, I'm going to reinvest. I'll buy 5 accounts. That means I'll get 6 accounts plus the one I already have. That's 7 accounts. I will trade it, and if I can get $21,000 payout, I'm going to go forward on scale and reach my GT's account to 21. I'm not going to invest into the Lehman's account yet until I get my 60k account payout. Once I get a 60k payout, then I'm going to register my business and have the Lehman's account 20. I'm going to pay $16,000 cash, and then that way I'm only playing with the house money now. Like my risk, my everything is out. I have 20 GT account, 20 Lehman's account, and if you do your math, you already know how much that's going to be bi-weekly or every month. And now, again, I got to remind myself. But if you also see the threshold, right? The threshold for the Lehman account is $15,000. That's a lot of money. The threshold is 15 grand. If you can set up, let's just go back to the GT account and do the math, right? The threshold is 7,500. If you it's 10 days. If you say, okay, I'm going to make the max I'll make per day is going to be about $1,500 or $1,800. Let's say $1,500. If you do the math for 5 days, that's about 7,500, right? 7,500. That's the max you're going to make. Let's say you, out of the 10 days, you came short and you lost four accounts. Not 4 accounts, sorry. You lost 4 trades, or you lost, let's say, 3 trades, and then you make money on the rest of the 7 days. You still will be above the threshold. I think about a little bit. or maybe just right under, right? So I think that's a great deal. Um, but I think they are very transparent people. I think also what I think is that the CEO didn't really expect to get blown out like this, where it's like a lot of people are flocking. I think on a Discord they have about 10,000 users already, or 10,000 members. I mean, or either 10,000 users or one of those. But I don't think he expected that. The reason why they're having a lot of back and forth. But also, what I think I would recommend if he was to talk to me, or I would suggest is that he, instead of people, sometimes people pay out getting delayed, they should have like a payout window, like twice a month or once a month or 3 times a month or something, so people know instead of just going back. But people are getting paid, and that's what matters. So I think it's pretty good. That's really what it is right now. Choose your plan, and then you log into your account, you trade. And this is the CEO right here, Scott Tristy. I don't know if that's how you say your last name, but Scott. Yeah, I think he's a great guy. I don't know much about him, but from what I see, I think he's a no nonsense CEO, and he gets straight to the point, and he stays in some business, pretty much. Now, one more thing, I'll bring my account here. In fact, let me pull this up right now, and then we'll talk about this, and then we'll go to my account. But I'll log into my account here, make sure I'm not showing my password. So one more thing here, right? As I mentioned part of this earlier, that they don't accept credit card or debit card at the moment, right? So right above here, if you see these are the accounts, not accounts, sorry, the platform they use at the moment. Sierra Trade, Jigsaw Trading, R Trader Pro, Alias Quantower. I'm currently using Quantower. I'm just learning how to use Quantower. It's not like I'm not open to learning a lot of new chart, but I just like to stay with something that I'm already familiar with. If you are going to be joining my live stream, you also realize that I trade with Quantower, but I chart on TraderVate because it's just easier to move things around, and that's what I'm kind of used to. But I also trade on Ninja Trader, so I'm used to that, and I also know how to trade on what do you call them? It should be down here. TradeStation, that's what it's called, TradeStation. So I also know how to trade on TradeStation. But so if any of these, but he's working on TraderVate. Everybody is vouching for TraderVate, and hopefully he brings that on soon. Yeah, so that'll be great if you can have those, and they can also have the credit card payment or the debit card payment. That would be great, and that support is right here. That's really about it. They have an address, and a lot of people say the address is a mailbox. That's how all the companies, if you go to all the other platform companies, they don't have like an actual office address, either a mailbox or some building that nobody exists in or something. But lastly, before we close this video, I'm going to or before we are done with this video, I'm going to come here and show you my progress before you think that I'm just playing around. So yeah, this is me. I'm logging. I don't want to log out here, but this, like I said, right, this is my 1GT account. And then over the last 9 days, losing true right here. Well, a lot of 9 days, as you can see here, I made $10,150, right? And I'll show you this right here. My first day trading with them was on September 2nd, September 3rd, sorry, because September 2nd was Labor Day, so I didn't. So they count. It was a half day. They counted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as 1 day, right? So first day I made 2040. Second day I came. I don't know what happened, but I think I went against my rule. I said I was not trading that evening. I don't like trading when the market reopens at 5 o'clock Central Time PM, because when I make profit into the next day, it kind of gives me an overconfidence. So I don't like trading in the evening. I don't like trading outside of New York section, basically, right? Unless I make my profit target and then I'm out. But still, I'll be kind of fanning around my computer and trying to get into trades. I used to be, but now I think I'm more mature. I'm not doing that anymore. But I don't like trading in the evening. So that's what happened. And there was a big news that day. I got kind of stuck in there, back and forth, taking small loss in there, just add up. But as you can see, right, the fourth, the fifth here, the sixth, all the way on to last Friday, I think I make just around right 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just around $11,000, right, in 7 days, 7 days straight. And one of the things I noticed on here is this, right? The less trades I take in a single day, the more money I will make, right? There's no need, again, as traders, there is no need to want to take 20, 30, 40, unless you are a scalper or not, but you shouldn't be taking no 10, 20, 30 trades a day. And hopefully this week, my goal is to be able to just take the max of 3 trades, max. That means I'm analyzing my trade. I'm only taking A plus settings, setups and stuff like that before I can enter into trades. And if I lose, so what, right? So that's the goal. But as you can see, 10K, and because my single day, right, consistency rule again, right? I want to trade in one more day, which is tomorrow or today, just in and out or trade and then get paid. But because on one single day I made $2,610, now I have to multiply that by 5, which is $13,000, right? So in order for me to be qualified, I have to be able to make a total of $13,000. So if I can come in on Monday and make about 1,000, and come in on Tuesday and make about 2 grand, so which will be $3,000, running right over 13 grand, then I'll be qualified to apply for my consistency, not consistency, but my payout. So that's really it. But I think this is an opportunity for us all to make money, and God bless you. I hope you have, this is Jelly Trade, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys all. Thank you. Bye bye.